it goes without saying that what happened yesterday was disgusting and just completely morally reprehensible. I think anybody who's of good nature agrees with that. You know, politics, Socratic discussion, debate, a public meeting at a college isn't the right place for that kind of violence. Just because you are an activator, just because you're a mover in the opposing party's group, does not give you clearance to fucking snipe your enemy in the neck. Charlie was a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I can't say I was a huge fan of him, but no doubt my demographic, the young, conservative-leaning youth of America, were inspired by him. He was a leader. He was an energizer, an activator, and that's why people loved him. And that's the same reason why people hated him. The question I keep seeing raised online is, like, what does this mean for the movement? What does this mean for American politics at large? It's no doubt that right-wing politics has been moving in a more prejudiced direction. The more radical element in the right wing is being drawn out of people. And I'm not here to say if that's a good or bad thing. People are losing that good nature, that benefit of the doubt that we have given the other side for almost 10 years at this point. Much as people on the other side would like to say that Charlie was a neo-Nazi radical, I would argue that you do not know what neo-Nazi radical looks like. I think people are feeling that his death is the death of the moderate American conservative. There's no doubt that the last 10 or so years has been nothing but total scorched earth war, total tyrannical oppression against good people, good, honest people. And people are tired of it. People are tired of saying something off color and having your life destroyed, maybe making an off-color joke in private to, in confidence to friends, and you losing all social credibility, right? Essentially waging like cultural and social war against people who just have a difference in opinion. People are tired of having that weight above them. And that weight has only been held there by the good nature of these people. Because let me tell you something. I see a lot of people after Charlie died going on Twitter and saying, he was evil, right? He deserved to die because he was evil. He was a white supremacist, Charlie Kirk. He was a neo-Nazi, Charlie Kirk. And he was evil, so he deserved to die. Now, let me flip that back on you. What fucking right do you have to explain to me what good and evil is? I thought the last time I heard you didn't believe in objective morality. You didn't believe in objective truth. You didn't believe in anything, right? So where is this audacity coming for you to tell me what is good and evil? And that's kind of the point. This isn't a war of Republican or Democrat. This isn't a war of conservative liberal. This is a war of good and evil. Listen, again, I don't care if you're Republican, if you're Democrat. The people that are our enemies are the people that laugh at his death, that see that video of him getting fucking sniped in the neck in public on a college campus and laugh at it and say he deserved to die. Those are our enemies. That is evil. And the only reason that evil has been perpetuated these last 10 years, the only reason that we have not absolutely fucking obliterated them is because of our good nature. Because we believe in good and evil, right? We believe in objective truth. And to get to objective truth, you have to humble yourself, right? That is good. You have to listen to other people because you can't expect to know everything all the time. So for 10 years, we have been sitting down at the table, waiting to have a discussion, wanting to have a discussion, having open ideas, wanting wanting debate, not silence, not oppression. We want to have a discussion, but that is not what they think. We want debate. They want tyranny. They want to tell us what is right and what is wrong. In the last 10 years, they have done nothing but shit on us and tell us we are evil for believing in what we believe in. And again, I say, what fucking right do you have to tell me what is good and bad? What fucking right do you have to tell me what is good and evil? You're going online after a political talking head, after a father, after a human was just fucking sniped in the head. These people have no decorum. They have no respect, no reverence for the dead. And they are telling us what is good and bad. And we have done nothing but sit by and take it for the last 10 years. And the consensus is we're done. And listen, now that I got that heat off my chest, I'm going to cut a little more precisely. Like I said earlier, the reason why good has triumphed over evil is because good has done nothing but sit idly by and watch as evil has taken more ground. And the reason for this is because we are forgiving. It is in our nature to be humble, to be forgiving, to be understanding. And evil does not care about those things. Evil sees that as weakness. They go, oh, you're giving me a second chance, you fucking dumbass. I'm gonna take 100 miles now that you just gave me an inch, right? That's their nature. They have no guiding principles. There's no sense of goodness. But yet, we let them, even though they don't believe anything that we believe, even though they don't believe in God, we let them use our standards against us, but not for them, right? They can get away with anything. They can get away with just infinite bad, infinite evil. They get infinite forgiveness. They get infinite credit. But we step maybe just an inch. We color just a little bit out of the lines. Maybe we're a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more quick to anger than we should be. You know, it's, oh, that's not very Christian of you. That's not very, oh, are you supposed to be forgiving? Aren't you supposed to be merciful? It's like, you don't even believe that. And we have let this control us. We have let our good nature be used as a weapon to control us for the last 15 years. And that's the point of this video, right? They think that they're in war. And the problem is that we assume that they have that same good nature. We let our striving for good blind us. And that's how we get taken advantage of, because they think that they are at war against us. They are on a holy mission, a death march to kill all of us, to get rid of us. And they say it publicly, and we just shake it off. We forgive them. We just say, you know what? That's them. We say, you know what? That's them. They are on a death march to kill us, and we do nothing. Now, some of you need a message to snap you out of this complacency. Coming out of Matthew 10:16, I am sending you out like sheep amongst wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and innocent as doves. Now, to pick apart that verse, the snake, right? Innocent as doves, that's pretty obvious. Why does he say the snake? Well, let's think back to Genesis, right? He says, be as wise as a snake. Well, the snake is cunning. He is a deceiver. He lies, right? He is somewhat crafty and evil. Now, you might go, well, that's a little weird that Jesus says, go out and be, evil like a serpent. But he doesn't, right? He says, be wise like the serpent. He's not saying it is good to deceive. It is good to lie. It is good to be evil. He is saying there are people out there that do not have goodness in their heart, who do not want the best for you, who are not honest actors, right? He is saying, inhabit that mindset so you are not tricked. He says, be as wise as the snake. Understand the snake's thinking, because if you don't, you will be taken advantage of. You will be killed. We are to be innocent to God. We are to be innocent to the good-natured people. We are to be wise. We are to be cunning. We are to be intelligent. in the people that we deal with. And to piggyback off that, if we go back a little bit further, we get to the Sermon on the Mount, right? We get to the Beatitudes. Or in verse 5, you've all heard this before, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. And that is a verse that gets confused a lot, right? When you think of meek, what do you think of? And a lot of you probably think of inoffensive. A lot of you probably think of weak. You know, nobody wants to say it, but when you think of meek, you think of somebody who's kind of feckless, so somebody who doesn't have the capacity to do anything. But if you go back, the Greek word in the New Testament that is translated into meek is praus. And praus is used in other contexts to describe war horses who have calm temperament, right? It's not used to describe somebody who is inoffensive, to describe somebody who is weak. It is used to describe somebody who has, as it says, strength under control. Somebody who is good, but uses their intensity sparingly. So to close it all off, my charge to you, it is simply to exercise your strength. You know, don't like roll around and show your belly, show your neck to people who want to kill you, people want to rip your heart out. Be strong, be firm, oppose them. All right, Jesus came and he said that he was not coming to bring peace but a sword. Remember that. Not a peace, not to appease everybody, not to become somebody who finds common ground, but someone who hates evil, someone who drives a son from his father, a daughter from their mother, splits families for good. You know, and the family unit is such a good thing. And he comes and he says, to achieve that ultimate good, you know, that North Star, what is good, what is godly, he says it's good, if necessary, to leave your family. My charge is to be strong. My charge is to stop being nice. Show kindness to those who are weak, to those who are incapable. But to those who are capable, those who prey on others, those who overstay their welcome, those who abuse the goodwill of good people, all right, that is evil. And we have to be completely and centrally aligned against it. And listen, we have to begin to ask ourselves these big questions. Why are we in this? Who are we? What do we care about? Are you in it because it's like a social cultural movement? Are you in it because it's fun to watch like the 1000th liberal snowflake owned compilation? Like, really start asking yourself those questions. Is this just entertainment for me, or do I actually care about the problems? Because the solution, the charge that we all need to take, the burden we all have to pick up and carry, is that we have to start getting serious about these things. Because although our enemy is weak, is evil, right? They are organized. And because of that, they can do a lot of stuff. And that's what we have to do. We have to become a strong, unified, organized force for good. We can't let any hatred seep in. And I know it's tough, all right? When you see the Ukrainian girl getting stabbed in the fucking throat on the light train, or you see Charlie Kirk getting fucking shot in the neck, it's hard to not let hatred seep into your heart. But now more than ever, we have to be a movement of Christ, not a hateful movement, but such a pure, cleansing fire of good that it's terrifying to those who wish to do evil to us. A movement that is of such purifying fire, such purifying goodness, that it scares the fuck out of people who are bad. We have to go on a crusade against evil, and we will align with anybody who is good. Because I want change. Personally, I don't care about conservative politics. I don't care about the Republican Party. All right, I want change. And I'm willing, as a good guy, someone who strives for goodness, for holiness, for God, I'm willing to make concessions with anybody who will align to move forward against evil, because the conservatives aren't doing it, all right? The Democrats aren't doing it. We got to be the people to do it. We got to organize. And I'm willing to start something. I want to start something, but we'll see how this video does.